You wouldn't want anything to do with that person. But everybody listens to the music. Everybody listens to the words. That's just one example of what we're talking about. But in any case, we subject ourselves to to whatever level they're at. And that's what's happening. And we then freeze ourselves because, again, then you got things with feelings and things like that. I don't want to get too complicated. Psychology. I invite you to get psychology books, read them. Go to college. Go into psychology and understand. Then it'll click to you and understand or take my courses, one or the other. Yeah, but I don't want to promote just my courses. My courses, you're only hearing one voice. Yeah, and look at it so you can see for yourself. And so we need to understand that things impact, things affect the way we behave, the things that we do and how we do it. Everything. Okay, so it's not just reading a book. It's not just listening to music. It's not just that. There's more to it. Okay, and so we need to realize these things, and you need to observe it. Okay, these things are easy to observe and to look around. Now, and so this issue of salvation, this issue of Christ and the church, this issue of truth, this also impacts us. And as we practice what it says in this book, we put it to the test. Because any scientific mind, anything in science, you have to put it to the test, right? Test it. You just don't take it or leave it. It's not an issue of that. I mean, if we're going to be thinkers, then also, like somebody told me, I was giving the class and I mentioned something. I was giving one of my courses and I mentioned something that was in the Bible. I do mention it in my courses once in a while. And then the lady said, "Oh, can I ask a question? Yeah, I noticed that you mentioned the Bible and this and that." And I said, sometimes I like to keep an open mind, and and consider other things and this and that. And I said, that's fine. That's the thing about you saying it's open, right? You know what an open mind is? And she stared at me. Because a lot of people like to throw words, but they don't know what they're talking about. So I asked her, you know what an open mind is? And she said, yeah, that you're willing to hear different things. Okay. But when you're open, it's like this open door. If I have an open door, right, who can come in? Anybody. You see? Now, do you have an open door in your house? Then they say, no. Because you guys don't want anybody to come in, do you? I said, and you guys like to say open mind, but you'd like to keep this one out. So it's not an open mind that you have. You're open to everything else but this. But that's not open. You're restricted. Open means you take everything. So I said, fine. Be open. Everything else you can get out there. This, you're here now with me. It's have an open mind. I love an open mind, but be open. Don't be closed. And don't be closing it against the wisdom of the Bible. So in any case, we need to see, people need to realize the things they believe in and why they say what they say and why they believe what they believe. And everything has to be checked. So verify. The Bible here is here to be checked, applied. And then you see what it is, and you see how it works. So then in this issue that we're talking about, we are a chosen nation. We are a royal priesthood. We have to see how that works. But in order for us to determine if it's working or not, or what it's doing, we need to understand what it is saying. Right? So that's the big thing. So that's what we're here. We're trying to understand what it's saying, so then we can see if it works. So now the royal priesthood. So we go online.